Bacteria eating away at someone's tissue and skin. It sounds like something in a horror movie.
But real cases are happening right now in Georgia, also in South Carolina. It even attacked an Oak Creek man a few years ago. Vince Vitrano has his survival story.
Scott Prudzinski appeared to be just fine. Maybe he had a torn muscle, but 2 days later he experienced a pain he says is indescribable. And the next thing he knew, he woke up in a Milwaukee hospital. 2 months later, missing half his torso.
1, 2, 3,
If life were a game of softball, Scott Prudzinski would have been out before he ever cleared second base. He wasn't favored to win.
My kidneys shut down, my liver shut down, my lungs shut down. I was the typical poster child for anything that could go wrong, went wrong.
Terribly wrong, and we warn you the pictures here are graphic, even gross. 10 years ago, Scott was dying, his flesh being eaten away.
They put me in a coma, so I couldn't even tell you what type of pain there was.
Get somebody on for me here.
He went from being active and playing out on the ball diamond to fighting for his life in a hyperbaric chamber.
We had no idea at all how severe this was. It was insane.
But yeah, you know, just unreal.
While raising a family, it's a photo album Scott's wife, Diane, never thought she'd have.
When I look back at it and I look at the kids and how did we survive that summer?
Back then, the kids were 1 and 2 years old. Diane and Scott had been married for just 2 years. They were just starting out when doctors said it was all quickly coming to an end.
And he said, we suspect it's necrotizing fasciitis.
Necrotizing fasciitis, flesh-eating bacteria inside Scott's chest, eating its way down the left side of his body.
Just crazy. And how fast it was moving.
At a rate of an inch an hour. Doctors had to operate, remove the rotting flesh, and get ahead of the bacteria.
They warned us before they took the first cut that he would most likely look like he was attacked by a shark.
As far as how much was taken from my body, I was clueless.
Scott woke up 19 surgeries later, after a 2-month coma, looking like this. They removed his lymph nodes. It's why his left arm is now disproportionate, but he almost lost the arm altogether.
After you hear the news that this could be fatal, whether he lived without an arm or he didn't live, I would take the arm. Do whatever you need to do.
It's a traumatic path the Prudzinskis have walked, and they want others to know they're not alone.
Her fingers basically appear mummified at this point, and it makes me shake to think about it.
There's going to be bad days.
There's going to be dark days, and there's going to be where you want to feel sorry for yourself.
You're going to see him, why me? Why this happened? Why am I living? Do I want to live?
For Scott, he wasn't looking just to clear second base. He wanted to knock one out of the park.
It's worth it. It's really worth it.
For the love of his wife and children.
Find the good. Find something good, and that'll push you through.
The chances of suffering from flesh-eating bacteria are extremely rare. Best way to defend yourself is simply by cleaning cuts with soap and water. And if you start to feel pain that is disproportionate from the wound, go to the doctor immediately. On your side, Vince Vitrano, today's TMJ4.
Wow, and Scott looks wonderful considering all he's gone through.
Quite a story.
Now, one of the victims in Georgia will likely have to have her hands and a foot amputated.
And a man in South Carolina has had 5 surgeries, but now he is in good condition.